Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chelsea and welcome to day one of BOOKMAS. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a reset. I recently got a new planner, so I thought we'd go ahead and set up the monthly spread, and we are also going to talk about my December TBR. Typically for my TBR, I choose from a jar, but this month we're doing things a little bit differently because I am all holiday romance all the time. I have quite a long list of holiday romances on my TBR with just a few extra books that I'm trying to read by the end of the year. Let's go ahead and set up my monthly spread and then we'll talk about the TBR. All right, so I talked a little bit about this in my Japan stationery haul, but I ended up picking up a Hobonichi Cousin when I was in Japan, and this is going to be my journal / planner for 2025. I do think I'm going to do a 2025 book journal as well, and that will be separate from this planner. But for the sake of this video, I will be doing a monthly setup for December, and really there's not much to do for my December reset because this only has one monthly spread for December, as it really does start in January 2025. But here is my December monthly layout. I'm just going to be doing some notes and my TBR as well along the side. I do have a few highlighters that I'm planning to use for this planner for the next year. These are the colors I'm going to be focusing on. I have this really pretty forest green color. I've got this like light metallic gray color that I really love. And I have this light pink as well. These are going to be the main colors I use throughout the entire planner. And for the sake of December, I have a little key here. I'll be taking notes, writing my events and deadlines down in my planner, and then I'm going to be highlighting them based on this little key that I have here. So I kind of will be able to look at my monthly spread at a glance and figure out kind of what's coming up next based on the colors. So I'm just going to take a minute now and set up my monthly spread and write down my monthly TBR, and then when I'm done with this, we'll go ahead and walk through my entire December TBR. All right, now let's talk about the December TBR. First, I'm going to start with the non-romance books. We only have 3, and 2 of them are actually rereads that I'm planning to read before I read the 3rd book in the series. So first up, we have Us Against You by Frederick Backman. This is book 2 in the Beartown trilogy. I have the 3rd book, The Winners, and I'm planning to buddy read that book in January, so my goal is to reread the first 2 books in the series before I pick up The Winners. Beartown is about a hockey town in the kind of wilderness of Sweden, and hockey is incredibly important to this town, and it kind of divides the town in many different ways. I'm currently rereading Beartown, so Us Against You will happen in December. Next up, we have a final in a trilogy that is not a reread, but the book is Chain of Thorns. This is Chain of Iron. I don't own Chain of Thorns yet, but I will be reading Chain of Thorns, which is the 3rd and final book in the Last Hours trilogy, which is the final book in the Shadowhunters series. I'm so excited and also really sad to be finishing the Shadowhunters series. I cannot wait to pick this up. After I finished book 2, I wanted to go get book 3 immediately, but I was like, no, we've got to stick to our TBR. We've got plans. Let's wait till December. This might be one of the first books I pick up for the month. And last but not least, we have Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. Book 3, Onyx Storm, comes out in January. As you probably know, I am rereading both Fourth Wing and Iron Flame before Onyx Storm comes out because I feel like there's a lot of details that I don't remember that might be incredibly important in book 3. So I'm looking forward to this reread. I didn't love this book, but I'm wondering on a second read if I'll enjoy it more knowing what ends up happening. Now let's go ahead and talk about all of the holiday romances I have on my TBR. First up, we're going to start with Snowed Under. Snowed Under is a opposites attract romantic comedy where a reserved single aunt and a confident children's ski instructor partner together in an attempt to save a local ski lodge. This is book 2 in the Aspen Peaks series. The first book is Baggage Claim, which I read last year, 2 years ago. I can't remember exactly. I had a good time reading it. I'm really excited to pick up Snowed Under as well. It is on Kindle Unlimited. Next up, we have Up to Snow Good. It's a winter holiday small town grumpy sunshine romance. For fans of Beauty and the Beast, this novella will have you laughing out loud while also getting you into the holiday spirit. I really am confused why it's for fans of Beauty and the Beast, but I'm intrigued. So this will also be on my TBR. This is also on Kindle Unlimited. Next up, we have Once Upon a Christmas Tree, a swoony one-night stand holiday vacation romance by Lulu Moore. This is about a lord who hates Christmas and he ends up going to Colorado, not realizing that everyone in Colorado also goes there for Christmas. And I think he ends up falling for someone who really loves Christmas. So I'm excited about this one. I think this is going to be a spicy good time. Next up, we have A Novel Christmas. A prominent romance author has a slump in her love life and book sales, but a chance encounter with a hot firefighter helps her reignite her muse in this swoony holiday romance, perfect for book romantics. This sounds so cute. I cannot wait to read it. I love reading books about authors. I think they're so interesting. Next, we have Merry Little Hate Notes. A woman does her very best to avoid at least one of the following people in her life: an annoying coworker, her brother's best friend, and her first kiss. Unfortunately for me, all 3 happen to be the same person, Brandon Cassidy. Excuse me. Yes, please. Say less. I'm so excited about this one. Next up, we have Exes Don't, a fast-paced and fun sports and spy romantic comedy. Rose Casper has a secret, a big one. She's a spy. Okay, not exactly. She works as an undercover security specialist. For a decade, she's used dry humor, deflection, and self-deprecation to keep herself distanced from her sisters and friends in order to hide her double life. But when a man she dated for the job years ago, the same man she foolishly let herself get close to, is in danger, she must place herself in his playing field yet again, whether he likes it or not. I'm really into the spy romances these days. I don't know why, but I'm really enjoying them. So I'm also hoping I will love this one. Next, we have a book that has not yet come out. It's called The Holiday Clause. It is a grumpy sunshine small town holiday novella. It comes out December 6th. It looks so cute just by the cover. I'm excited to pick this up. Next is Missile Foe. He's the bane of my existence, and now we're forced to work together to organize the company's Christmas party, but only one of us is getting a promotion out of it. It's a standalone, dual POV, closed-door Christmas romance. I'm excited about this. I love a workplace romance, and I love that they have a little rivalry going on. Next up is My December Darling. This is by Lauren Asher. I believe it is set in the Lake Wisteria world. It's a small-town Christmas novella between a grumpy maid of honor and an outgoing best man who chases after what he wants. I'm thinking forced proximity. Next up is Christmas at Fox Ridge. Settle in with a cup of hot cocoa for this spicy small-town Christmas novella. Ura Davies thought a bar napkin sketch of her best friend's handsome brother was harmless fun until he caught her in the act. One steamy night later, Lucas McKinney was supposed to be nothing more than a fun memory. Fast forward 6 months, and Lucas is desperate to save his struggling ranch. Renting out the spare cabin on his property seems like the perfect solution until his first guest turns out to be Ira, the woman he hasn't stopped thinking about. A true believer in fate, Lucas can't shake the feeling that the universe has delivered her to his doorstep with a big, shiny bow. Oh my gosh, this sounds so cute. A little cowboy, a forced proximity, one night stand again. I love these. When you have like a one night stand and then you end up finding each other later on or realizing you know each other somehow. So good. This and every Christmas. As teens, their paths crossed every Christmas. This year, their paths intertwine. Single father Noah has suffered more loss than a man of 25 should. Between his grief and the mounting pressure of the approaching busy season, he's overwhelmed, until an incident at his daughter's school reintroduces him to a girl whose wild hair and quirky family always stood out from other visitors to his family's tree farm. A tree farm, oh my gosh, yay, I love Christmas tree farm books. Only now, she's a beautiful woman with a kind and helpful heart who throws him and his young daughter a welcome lifeline. I think this is like a sweet romance. There's going to be little to no spice, but I do love a single dad. I love a Christmas tree farm setup. I love when the woman steps in to like mentor or support the daughters in some way. I just think that dynamic is so cute. 8 crazy one night stands. This name alone like cracks me up. It says, all my focus has been on making partner and I'll do anything to keep that dream alive, including placating my mother. So mom and I strike a deal and before I know it, I'm dating 8 strangers in 1 week without a wingman. Actually, that's not true. My lifelong friend Spencer has my back, though sometimes I get the feeling he'd like to be in the lineup too. I'm so excited about this and I think it's gonna be such a fun time, and I love like the best friends to lovers trope. I'm hoping this is dual POV because I would love to get Spencer's POV in this story as well. And then finally, I've picked 3 books from the Under the Mistletoe series. I have Merriment and Mayhem, Cruel Winter with You, and Only Santa's in the Building. These are the 3 that I will be reading because these are the 3 that are most interesting to me. There is my December reset and my December TBR. Let me know in the comments down below what holiday romances are on your TBR because I'm always looking for more recommendations. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you have a fabulous day and I will catch you on Bookmas Day 2. Bye!